They never thought I'd make it this far. Funny how the ones who doubted, now they all know who you are. Let's go. Up before the city woke, I had a pen and a plan. Didn't have connections, only calluses on my hands. Every door they closed on me became a wall I climbed. Every word they used against me became a sharper rhyme. Studio at midnight, that was my second home. Didn't need a crowd around me, learned to grind alone. Watch the seasons change outside the window of my grind. Left the old me in the past, couldn't leave it dry behind. Money wasn't everything, but bills were very real. Had to learn the difference between what's fake and what you feel. Kept the circle small and kept the energy correct. And I never chased respect, I just commanded it. Now they wanna sit at my table, now they calling on my phone. Funny how the story changes when you're standing in your throne. I'm up at altitude, where the air is thin and the view is rude. Didn't get handed this, I built every floor. Knocked me down 9 times, got a 10 more. Altitude, that's where I stay. Traded all the noise for a cleaner way. Higher but the doubt, higher but the hate. Took the long road up, never took the bait. Yeah, Versace on a Tuesday, just because I can. Came up from the struggle, now I'm living out my plan. Wrist don't freeze, mind on fire, balance is the key. Everything looks different when you finally feel free. Bought my mama something nice, watched her face light up. All those years she held it down when things were rough. That's the motivation money can't put into words. Some things hit different, deeper than what's heard. Never let the lifestyle make me lose my mind. Always kept a journal, always kept the line between the man I am and what the camera see. At the end of every night I got an answer to me. Now they wanna sit at my table, now they calling on my phone. Funny how the story changes when you're standing in your throne. I'm up at altitude, where the air's thin and the view is rude. Didn't get handed this, I built every floor. Knocked me down 9 times, got a 10 more. Altitude, that's where I stay. Traded all the noise for a cleaner way. Higher but a doubt, higher but a hate. Took the long road up, never took the bait. There were nights I sat in silence, wondering if any of this mattered. There were mornings picking up the pieces after everything was shattered. But broken things get rebuilt and rebuilt things get strong. And the longer that the night is, that much sweeter is the dawn. I don't hold a grudge for long, life's too short for that wait. Every enemy I had became a lesson that was great. So I thank the ones who left and thank the ones who stayed. Both of them were necessary, both of them were paid. Now I move different, walking with a purpose in my step. Every single promise that I made, I kept. Got my son watching, got my legacy to build. Got a hunger in my chest that success alone can't fill. So I stay creative, always pushing for the new. Every album is a chapter, every song is something true. 30,000 feet above the place where I began. Looking down and smiling, yeah, I stuck to the plan, yeah. That's not a place, that's a mindset.
You don't get there by accident,
you get there by showing up
every single day.
No days off. Taylor gang, Taylor gang. Taylor gang. Yeah. Listen. Everything I got the hard way. And I wouldn't change a single day. Let's talk about it.
AT.
Yeah. Came in with nothing but a notebook and a name. Before the platinum plaques, before they knew the fame. Sleeping on ambition when the mattress wasn't there. Breathing in the hunger like it was open air. Watch my competition fold under pressure that I thrived in. Found the frequency of greatness and I stayed inside it. Mama working double shifts, I felt that in my chest. Turned that guilty feeling into fuel for my best. Every classroom that ignored me, every teacher that dismissed. Every coach that cut me early from the list became a wall of motivation. 6 feet tall, and I stacked those bricks up every time I felt the call to quit. But quitting never felt like something in my DNA. So I wrote another verse and lived to fight another day. Small shows, empty rooms, still perform like it was sold out. Now the arena's packing, every ticket's long been sold out. They said prove it, so I proved it twice. They said was it worth it? I said every sacrifice. You gotta earn it. Can't just want it from afar. You gotta burn it. Every midnight, every scar. Nobody's handing out the life you're trying to live. You get back everything proportional to what you give. Earn it. With your sweat and with your time. Earn it. With your heart inside the grind. The crown don't fit the head that never bled for it. You gotta earn it. Every single bit, penned 100 songs that nobody ever heard. But every one of those songs sharpened every word that eventually became the anthems that they know. Every hidden track was fertilizer for my growth. Didn't have a mentor, had to figure out the game. Had to learn the business side before I learned the fame. Contracts, royalties, the politics of art. Protecting what you built requires more than heart, but heart is where it starts, so I never lost the core. Kept the music honest even when they wanted more. Commercial pressure trying to reshape the way I sound. I just made the music that kept both feet on the ground. Loyalty to craft is something money cannot buy. Seen 100 artists sell their souls and wonder why. You trade the thing that made you great for temporary shine. I take the slow build over fast fade every time. They said prove it, so I proved it twice. They said was it worth it? I said every sacrifice. You gotta earn it. Can't just want it from afar. You gotta burn it. Every midnight, every scar. Nobody's handing out the life you're trying to live. You get back everything proportional to what you give. Earn it. With your sweat and with your time. Earn it. With your heart inside the grind. The crown don't fit the head that never bled for it. You gotta earn it. Every single bit. I think about the version of myself at 17. Didn't know what any of this life was gonna mean. If I could tell them anything I say, hold on tight. The darkest of your chapters leads directly to the light. Don't compare your chapter 1 to somebody's chapter 10. Every story's got its own pace, its own win. Trust the timing even when the timing feels like punishment. Trust the process even when the progress feels diminished. Distant. Yeah, I know that road feels long, but the longer that you walk it, the more certain grows the song. Playing in your chest since before you had the words. Some things only make sense once the full picture emerges. Now I'm sitting on the porch, watching sunsets with my people. The journey that divided us eventually made a sequel. To the challenge, to the calling, to the weight of who we are. Funny how the struggle is what ultimately gets you far. My kid drew me a picture, stuck it on the fridge last night. A crayon yellow sun, a blue sky, everything was right. That picture's worth more than every platinum on a wall. It's the reason I get up every time I fall. Legacy is not the albums or the awards on the shelf. Legacy is how you made your people feel about themselves. Lifted, loved, included, and inspired to reach. That's the sermon I deliver every time I speak. Yeah, earn it. Not for the clout, not for the followers. Earn it for the version of you that nobody sees. The one who shows up when nobody's watching. That's the one that counts. Taylor gang, Taylor gang. Taylor gang, Taylor gang, Taylor gang. sitting by the window. Sitting by the window watching rain hit the glass. Thinking about the future, thinking about the past. Neither one belongs to me, that's what I had to learn. Every bridge you cross, man, sometimes you gotta burn. Woke up with the sun still hiding behind the blinds. Coffee going cold, got 1,000 things on my mind. Used to chase the feeling, now the feeling chases me. Funny how the things you run from set you free. I've been talking to myself like it's a conversation, building something real out of all this hesitation. Every scar a story, every story got a lesson. Counting all my blessings in between the questions. Mama said be careful what you wish for in the night, cause sometimes what you wishing for don't always feel right. Got a guitar in the corner with a couple missing strings. Funny how the broken things still ring. And I know it ain't always gonna feel like this. Some days the world is dark and some days it's bliss. I just wanna find a little peace in the noise. Still water running deep, that's my voice. Yeah. Used to think that love was something you could hold. Now I know it's everything you give when you let go. Wrote 100 pages just to tear them up again. Started over clean, found the beauty in the end. Got some demons, yeah, but they ain't running this. Learning how to sit inside the pain and let it live. Smoke curling to the ceiling, jazz on low. Some nights you lose yourself before you find the road. And the road don't always take you where you think it will. Sometimes it drops you somewhere quiet, somewhere still. That little flicker when you're running out of wick. That stubborn kind of living when the living makes you sick. The nights get long and the mind gets loud. I've been searching for the sun inside a cloud, but every storm I weather left me knowing something new. The only way to see the light is letting darkness through. And I know it ain't always gonna feel like this. Some days the world is dark and some days it's bliss. I just wanna find a little peace in the noise. Still water running deep, that's my voice. I remember being young and thinking time was slow. Didn't know how fast the good years come and go. Now we're spread across the map like seeds in the wind. Some of us made it out, some of us caved in. I don't judge nobody for the way they chose to cope. When the world keeps pulling you down, it's hard to hold the rope. But something in me stubborn, something in me old. Something like the story that was always being told. That the music in my chest is older than my name. So I play it every morning, just to keep the darkness tame. I used to think healing was a destination, like you wake up one day and just be fixed. But it's more like a river. You don't arrive at water, you just keep moving through it. And that means something, that means everything. Fell in love with a woman who could see right through my wall. She didn't try to fix me, she just caught me when I fall. Said you don't have to be the strongest thing in every room. Said flowers don't compete with flowers, they just bloom. Tore the walls down, let the cold air rush inside. Learned that being open was the bravest kind of pride. She laughs like a remedy, easy and true. The kind of sound that makes you feel the morning breaking through. I ain't perfect, never claimed to be. Just a man who's trying to stay free. The days pile up like records on the shelf. The only real adventure's understanding yourself. Still water, still standing, still learning what I lost and what I'm gaining. Still here, that's something. Still water, running deep, still becoming. Yeah, still becoming. Moving through the city like a ghost with no direction. Every corner got a memory, every street a different lesson. Pack my life in cardboard boxes, tape the edges clean. Left behind a version of myself I used to be. New apartment, same old mind, same ceiling, staring back. Funny how you move across the world and still unpack. The same old way, the same old doubt. Sitting on the floor, you can change the zip code, but you can't change what you're running for. Ordered food and ate alone with nothing on the TV. Realize that quiet hits different when it's finally free. No more noise to hide behind, no crowd to disappearing. Just a hum of radiators and the truth worth hearing. And I don't know what I'm building yet, but I got the blueprints and a little sweat. Somewhere between the lost and the found, I'm laying something solid on this shaky ground. Shaky ground. Yeah. Call my father on a Tuesday, talk from maybe 10. Said some things I've been rehearsing since I was 17. He got quiet for a moment, then he said, I know. Funny how forgiveness is the hardest seed to grow, but it blooms slow and quiet like the first week after rain. And you forget how long you carried all that unnecessary pain. I've been moving through the world with my fist up by default. Learned to open up my hands, learned it wasn't all my fault. Some of it was mine, I'll take it, stack it on the shelf. Can't keep blaming everybody else. The city lights look different from a window on your own. There's a kind of peace that only comes when you've accepted being alone. Not the sad kind, not the hollow, something warmer than that. The kind that makes you grateful just for where you're at. And I don't know what I'm building yet, but I got the blueprints and a little sweat. Somewhere between the lost and the found, I'm laying something solid on this shaky ground. There's this thing that happens when you stop performing for people, when you stop being the version they needed you to be. You get quieter, but it's not emptiness. It's space. Real space, room to actually breathe. Started cooking meals instead of living off the late nights. Started reading books I bought and never touched in dim light. Started noticing the small things, how the morning smells like cedar, how a good song in an empty room can make you a believer in what exactly I'm still working that part out. Maybe just that life is worth the living through the doubt, that the ordinary moments are the ones that hold the weight, that the magic isn't somewhere else, it's sitting on your plate. Every Tuesday, every gray sky, every unremarkable day. It's the whole thing, that's the whole thing, that's the only way. I've been selfish and I've been kind, I've been lost inside a brilliant mind. I've been loved and I walked away. I've been trying to get back there every day. Ain't no villain in my story, ain't no hero neither, just a human being looking for something to believe in. Cardboard boxes on the floor, don't know what I'm saving them for. Maybe for the next move, maybe for the next me. Still figuring out what it means to be free. Yeah, still figuring it out.
Harlem raised me gentle, streets made me wild. Everything I touch turn to gold before your eyes.
Margiela on my back, Dior frames on the bridge. Penthouse overlooking city lights like I'm God kid. Slow burn on the incense, coat train on the vinyl. Every room I step inside feel like a final. Pretty boys from Harlem never lose they finesse. Picasso on my wrist, that's a Basquiat chest. Foreign whip, foreign tongue, tell her speak it slow. Cashmere on my shoulder when I'm watching the snow. Onyx in my jewelry, mood match the stone. I've been moving silent, let the fabric speak alone. Silk sheets in the morning, marble in the hall. Even in the winter, pretty flat gon' never fall.
Ain't nobody cooler.
Check the frequency,
Velvet in my aura.
that's my legacy.
Fly pretty rich, all three. Presently, ain't nobody cooler.
Check the frequency. Sit a Bordeaux at the rooftop with the elites. Told her I'm a poet rapping Japanese fleece. Took her to the gallery, showed her what I mean. Brush strokes on the canvas, that's the life I breathe. Holland in Milano, never lost my roots. Desert boots on cobblestone, Sicilian roots. Low lit restaurant, amber on the cheek. Every word I say lands soft like it's antique. She said she never met a man who moved like water. I said, baby, I was built for something slightly harder. Stable cold in autumn, floating through the fog. Harlem in my heartbeat, Paris in my facade. Cameras always flashing, I don't even blink. Pour another glass, we don't do the cheap drinks.
Ain't nobody cooler.
Check the frequency,
Velvet in my aura.
that's my legacy.
Fly pretty rich, all three. Presently, ain't nobody cooler.
Check the frequency.
I don't chase the moment, let the moment find me. All the ones who doubted standing right behind me. Spent my youth on rooftops staring at the sky. Told myself one day I'm gonna touch that high. Now I'm in the clouds and everything below look like watercolors in the evening glow. Mama said be careful what you wish for, son. I said mama, I ain't even halfway done. Glide into the venue, all eyes on the entrance. Tell her like a sentence, every stitch in tension. Models at the table, artists on the wall. I've been in this painting since before the curtain call. Now that the designer, 2 fingers to the glass. Everything I do got an elegance that lasts. Trip to Tokyo just to cop the season rare. Came back with a vibe nobody else could wear. Row 1 in the courtyard, let the cypress burn. Every little thing I do, the others gotta learn. Studio at midnight, melody like smoke. Wrote a verse so cold it made the engineers choke. Mink on the sofa, Hennessy and crystal. Life a loaded weapon, but I never hold a pistol. Let the music be the hammer, let the beat be the steel. Everything I give you, you can feel is real. Ain't nobody cooler.
Check the frequency,
Velvet in my aura.
that's my legacy.
Fly pretty rich, all three. Presently, ain't nobody cooler.
Check the frequency.
Taylor cut the moment, never wear it off the rack. Roll through life in slow motion, never looking back. Everything is art, if you got the eye to see. Velvet frequency.
That's just me, yeah.
Harlem,
We outside. Pretty Flacco, always.
Let it marinate.
Pretty Flacco in the low light, baby. Ghost whip through the borough like a phantom on mute. Raph Simmons on my torso, Bottega on my boot. Staring out the window at the 3 a.m. rain. Every drop of memory I can't quite explain. Wrist Bulgari, sold a little Kerouac. Read between my verses if you want the real facts. She burn and see the candles when I walk through the door. She know I'm bringing something she ain't felt before. Cognac in the snifter, Sade on the ops. Harlem in my accent even when I'm in the south of France. They copy all my movements like a choreograph, but the originals don't worry about the aftermath.
phantom resin, smoky vision. Everything I touch become a rare edition. Look a low horizon, always rising. The pretty boys don't fall. That's the
Everything I touch become a rare edition.
Took a red out of Geneva with a carry-on vibe. Checked into the chalet, let the mountain decide. What's the point of living if you don't live wide? What's the point of winning if you can't enjoy the ride? Custom suit, no tie, set the dress code. Everything around me on a different frequency, bro. Lit a black candle in a room full of art. The kind of atmosphere that rearranges your heart. She said I move different, I said baby I know. Some men built the ceiling, I just built a plateau. Vintage on the turntable, it's C on my skin. Every era got a Rocky, this one's discipline.
Phantom resin, smoky vision. Everything I touch become a rare edition. Low horizon, always rising. Pretty boys don't fall. That's the only religion. Phantom resin, smoky vision. Everything I touch become a rare edition.
Used to count the stars from a fire escape ledge. Now I own the penthouse and I'm standing on the edge. Not the kind of edge that scares you, the kind that sets you free. When the whole world open up and it's only you see. My father loved a lesson in the way he disappeared. Made me hold my head so high it look like I don't fear. But I feel everything, I just wear it like a coat. Drape it over silence, let the fabric take the note. Penmanship immaculate, the flow with calligraphy. You could study every bar and still not capture me. I'm the mood in the room when the room don't know why. I'm the feeling right before a perfect goodbye. Dusk in my mantra with the sketchbook in the smoke. Every line I write today become tomorrow's quote. Swayed on the armchair, philosophy in hand. Nietzsche on the nightstand, pretty boy with the plan. Roll one for the tension, let the even unwind. The rarest thing I own is a fully present mind. Phantom on the freeway, resin in the air. Everything I built was built on something rare.
Made into the city like a brushstroke on silk. Built from Harlem concrete and a river of milk. Phantom resin.
Let it linger, let
Let it fly, go away.
Took me a long time to understand that the best things never come fast, but they always come. Let's get into it. Yeah. Folded up my fears and threw them out the window. Watching them dissolve into the morning indigo. City still asleep, but I've been up since 4. Chasing something bigger than what yesterday was for. Coffee going cold on a notebook full of lines. Every word a stepping stone across the river of my mind. They said focus on the present, but I'm building for the future. Every verse a suture, closing wounds from something brutal. Lost a deal in springtime, gained a lesson in the fall. Signed my name to nothing that would back me to a wall. Took the independent route when major labels came calling. Watched a lot of signed artists spend their whole career falling short of what they envisioned when they first picked up the pen. I protect my vision like I'll never get another one again. So I'm methodical and measured every move I make. Calculated patience, too much on the line of fate. Every paper plane I folded carried dreams inside his wings. Didn't always land where intended, but it always landed on something. Paper planes and patience, that's the recipe right there. Throw your dreams out into the wind, trust they're gonna land somewhere. Can't control the current, can't predict the where and when. All you gotta do is fold it up and throw it out again. Paper planes and patience, that's the life I chose to live. Every single thing I wanted came from everything I give. Thursday night in Pittsburgh, 19 years of age, performing for 11 people on a makeshift stage. Gave that show everything like it was Madison Square, because the habit of your best becomes your standard everywhere. One of those 11 people knew somebody who knew someone, and that somebody became the door that everything came from. You never know which room contains the moment that was shifted. You never know which effort is the one that finally clicked it into place, so give it all, regardless of the crowd. Whether whispering your art or saying it out loud, never dim the waters based on who is in the room. Every seed deserves the same attention when you're trying to bloom. Work in silence, let the finished product do the talking. Everybody wants to run before they master simply walking. I've been walking since before they even knew my stride, and now they studying my footsteps like a manual and a guide. Every paper plane I folded carried dreams inside his wing. Didn't always land where intended, but it always landed on something. Paper planes and patience, that's the recipe right there. Throw your dreams out into the wind, trust they're gonna land somewhere. Can't control the current, can't predict the where and when. All you gotta do is fold it up and throw it out again. Paper planes and patience, that's the life I chose to live. Every single thing I wanted came from everything I give. I think patience is the bravest thing a dreamer can possess. In a world that's always screaming about more and faster and the best, there's a quiet kind of courage in the ones who take their time, who tend their garden daily and don't rush to climb. My grandmother used to say, good cooking can't be rushed, that the flavor only deepens when the process isn't crushed. Buying patience, and I took that to the studio with me. Every album let it simmer till it tasted like it should be. Not a moment premature and not a second overcooking. That philosophy is something that nobody ever took from me. Regardless of the pressure and the noise, patient men inherit everything. That's not just words, that's poise. Now I'm watching new artists pace themselves all wrong, burning bright and burning out before they write the second song. So if they ask me for the blueprint, I say slow it down. The turtle beat the rabbit and the turtle wore the crown. Protect your energy ferociously like currency you need. Every yes is borrowed from the future, so be careful what you breathe. Really think about the moves before you play chess, not checkers in the game of every single day. I'm blessed beyond the measure of what talent should deserve, but blessing follows effort like a shadow follows curve of the earth. It's always there beneath the surface, waiting for the moment that you're ready. That's the science of creating. Paper planes, fold your dreams carefully, throw them anyway, even when the wind ain't right, especially when the wind ain't right. Taylor gang. Taylor gang.
Pull up slow, windows down. This one's for everybody who kept going. You know who you are. Woke up with a purpose, laced my shoes and hit the door. Every scar upon my back just made me hunger for it more. Used to count the pennies, now I'm counting something else. Had to lose myself completely just to finally find myself. Pittsburgh in my bloodline, ambition in my veins. Smile through the sunshine, kept it moving through the rain. People tried to box me in, I broke the walls apart. Couldn't stop the vision when it's beating from the heart. I'm still rising, yeah, they see me now. Took the long road, baby, still I found my way somehow. Till the legacy is sealed, everything I dreamed of slowly turning into real.
circle getting smaller, but the loyalty is thick. Real ones stay beside you when the world is being slick. Never chase the clout, let the work speak for itself. Moved in silence, stack the blessings up like wealth. Studio at midnight, up again at dawn. Every time they counted me out, I kept going strong. Money comes and goes, but the respect is here to stay. Built this from the bottom, nobody gave a thing away. I'm still rising, yeah, they see me now. Took the long road, baby, still I found my way somehow. Can't stop, won't stop, till the legacy is sealed. Everything I dreamed of slowly turning into real. Now I'm at the table that they said I'd never reach. Every lesson that I learned became the thing I preach. Kids in the city watching, gotta show them how it's done. Remind them that the journey matters more than being number one. Grateful for the struggle, grateful for the climb, grateful for the people who believe before my time. Life is what you make it when you pour it from the soul. Started with the spark and now I'm watching embers glow. I'm still rising, yeah, they see me now. Took the long road, baby, still I found my way somehow. Can't stop, won't stop, till the legacy is sealed. Everything I dreamed of slowly turning into real. Yeah. To everybody who said it couldn't happen, look at us now. Still climbing, still grinding, still here. Taylor gang forever, man. We always know.
Just let it ride. No rush, no rush.
Windows down, highway, got no end in sight. Good music, good people, everything is right. Never chase the cloud, let the work speak loud. Now they all know my name, but I never played the crowd. Every season brought a reason I kept going. Planted all my seeds back when nothing was growing. Slow burn, hotter than the ones who rush. Built this from the ground up, never needed a crush. Slow burn, let it breathe. Everything I want comes to me eventually. Slow burn, take my time. Patience turned to power, now the whole world mine. Slow burn. Yeah. Used to eat ramen, now I order off the menu twice. Used to count the days, now I'm living in the night. Still the same dude though, kept the same code. Real ones by my side on every road. Ain't about the flash, it's about the feeling. Quiet confidence, got him clutching at the ceiling. Never lost my cool when the heat came around. Stay low, stay focused, let the smoke settle down. Slow burn, let it breathe. Everything I want comes to me eventually. Slow burn, take my time. Patience turn to power, now the whole world mine. Slow burn. Yeah. Penned us in the dark when the city was asleep. Every word the promise that I planned to keep. jealousy a mirror, let them look and learn. I don't chase the fire, I become the burn. Life too short to hold on to the weight. Drop it at the door, let the good replace. Grateful for the struggle, thankful for the scars. Everything I am started under them stars. Slow burn, let it breathe. Everything I want comes to me eventually. Slow burn, take my time. Patience turn to power, now the whole world mine. Slow burn. Yeah, slow burn. Never rushed a single thing worth having. That's the only way.
This the one right here. Golden hour every time. Rooftop with the ones who really know my name. Skyline turning golden, everything's the same. No alarm, no schedule, just a moment here. Took a long time getting this, now everything is clear. Used to overthinking, now I just exhale. Every story that I wrote had a happy trail. Spinning on a Thursday, nothing on the books. Living good enough that I don't need a second look. Golden hour, catch me in the light. Everything I prayed for, finally feeling right. Golden hour, don't it feel good? Living how I always said I would. Golden hour. She got energy that matched mine to a T. Laughing at the small stuff, that's the recipe. Good food, good weather, good conversation flow. Nowhere else I'd rather be, and everybody know. Pressure make the diamonds, but I'm past that stage. Now I'm in the sunshine on a brand new page. Earned every easy day by surviving the hard. So when the good times hit, I don't lower my guard. Golden hour, catch me in the light. Everything I prayed for, finally feeling right. Golden hour, don't it feel good? Living how I always said I would. Golden hour. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Passport full of stamps and I ain't slowing down. Different city every week, but I still hold my town. Kept it real with myself when the mirror was hard. Grew into the version that I drew on the card. Vision board collecting dust turned into the light. Cut the wrong ones loose and found the right. Can't explain the feeling when it all aligns, but it hit different when you built it line by line. Golden hour, catch me in the light. Everything I prayed for, finally feeling right. Golden hour, don't it feel good? Living how I always said I would. Golden hour. Yeah, soak it in. Moments like this don't come twice. windows down. Just me and the road tonight. Yeah. 12 a.m. in the city, just woke up. Street lights hit the hood of my cup. No destination, just the feel of the wheel. Music so loud that it's all I can feel. Left the conversation where it started to drain. Traded all the noise for the sound of the rain. Some nights you don't need a reason to go. Just a full tank and a real good flow. Midnight drive, clear my head. Leave behind everything that I said. Midnight drive, just the road. Lighter than I felt when I let it all go. Midnight drive. Overpass at 60, feel the whole thing shake. Every exit I pass is a choice I don't make. Thinking about the people who were there at the start. Some of them still with me, some just fell apart. No hard feelings, just the truth of the time. Everybody got a road, everybody got to climb. Crack the window, let the cold air in. Hit the same old song like it's new again. Midnight drive, clear my head. Leave behind everything that I said. Midnight drive, just the road. Lighter than I felt when I let it all go. Midnight drive. Midnight drive. Yeah. 3 a.m. and the highway's all mine. Headlights in the dark like a second spine. Funny what you figure out when no one's around. All the answers I was looking for were buried in the sound. Didn't need the answers, just needed the space. Different man by the time I pull back to my place. Some people go to church, some go to the gym. Me, I take the long way home and find myself again. Midnight drive, clear my head. Leave behind everything that I said. Midnight drive, just the road. Lighter than I felt when I let it all go. Midnight drive. Yeah, a long way home, always worth it. Midnight drive. Midnight drive. Yeah. Just living, man. Doing exactly what I said I'd do. They never believed it. But watch. Yeah. Yeah. Woke up feeling blessed, didn't need an alarm. Coffee on the counter, sun across the pond. Used to sleep on floors, now it's floors I design. Kept my circle small, kept my vision aligned. Never chase the crowd, let the crowd come to me. Planted every seed in the dark so nobody could see. Now the tree's so tall, they be squinting at the top. Thought I'd fade away, nah, I never gon' stop. And I know it took a minute to get here, but every single second made it crystal clear. I'm in my own lane, doing my own thing. No detours, no delays, just the road and the dream. They can watch if they want, I don't slow for the scene. On lane, on pace, on everything, yeah. On everything, yeah. Got a lot of miles lost, but the tank never low. Every city got a story and they all on the road. Real ones held me down when the money was slow. Now we all elevated and we all in the glow. I don't move for pressure, I don't flinch for the noise. Silence is different when you confident in your choice. They said slow it down, I said watch how I go. Burning bright and steady like a slow ember roll. I'm in my own lane, doing my own thing. No detours, no delays, just the road and the dream. They can watch if they want, I don't slow for the scene. On lane, on pace, on everything. I laugh cause it was always in the car. Doubted by the closest, motivated by the scars. Bought my mama flowers just to show her what I'm worth. Everything I prayed for finally landed on this earth. Never lost my cool, never switched up my tone. Built the life I wanted, built it brick by stone. Now the frequency different, vibrating high. Used to dream about the view, now I live in the sky. I'm in my own lane, doing my own thing. No detours, no delays, just the road and the dream. They can watch if they want, I don't slow for the scene. On lane, on pace, on everything, yeah. On everything. Just keep going, man. That's all it ever was. You put in the work, it comes back. Always does, always does, hey. Yeah. Didn't come this far to slow down now. Watch. Pulled up looking fresh, never had to try hard. Everything I got came from working in the backyard. 18-hour days, never once complained. Now they call it talent, but they don't know the pain. Took a couple losses, used them as a compass. Every setback gave me something I could run with. Stayed up late enough to watch the city go quiet. Then I went to work again, that's just how I ride it. They see the finish line, but not the miles I ran. Only difference between us is I stuck to the plan. Light work, heavy dreams, that's the balance I keep. Make it look easy, cause I put in when they sleep. Flex with no effort, win without the beef. Light work, heavy dreams, that's the life underneath. She said I changed, I said I just evolved. Same heart, different altitude, different resolve. Used to need approval, now I need to open air. Windows down, music up like I got nowhere to be there. Gold on my wrist, but the mindset is the real flex. Moved in silence so long, they forgot about the next step. Then I dropped the project and they all came around. Funny how the energy shift when you wearing the crown. Light work, heavy dreams, that's the balance I keep. Make it look easy, cause I put in when they sleep. Flex with no effort, win without the beef. Light work, heavy dreams, that's the life underneath. Call my old friends just to reminisce a minute. Talked about the the days when we barely had a limit. Broke but rich in spirit, laughing every night. Now we all got more and we still living right. Loyalty the currency that never loses value. Keep the real ones close and let the fake ones hail you. Everything I prayed on in the dark came through, so I pray a little harder for the ones I knew. Light work, heavy dreams, it's the balance I keep. Make it look easy, cause I put in when they sleep. Flex with no effort, win without the beat. Light work, heavy dreams, that's the life underneath. Yeah, life underneath. Light work, yeah. Light work, heavy heart, that's real. Everything worthwhile costs something, but it's worth it every time. Hey. Somebody told me I'd never get here. Funny thing about that. Summertime and the turning. Summertime and the money coming in. Summertime and the money coming in like a breeze. Got my people around me and my mind at ease. Roof back, shades on, letting go of the weight. Took a lot of wrong turns just to find this straight. Used to count the days till something good would arrive. Now I count my blessings just to feel alive. Never let the noise get louder than my vision. Every move I make been calculated with precision. Took the hard road just to earn the view I'm seeing. Now I understand the meaning of believing. Cloud nine floating, can't bring me down. Work too hard and come too far for a frown. Good vibes only, let the rest fall away. Cloud nine, every night, every day. Yeah, she got a way of making everything feel lighter. Like the whole world dimmed and she turned up the lighter. Said she never knew a man so sure of his lane. I said I just learned to dance out in the rain. We don't talk about the past, we just build on the now. Every day a little better and I'm showing her how. Two people leveling up, that's the rarest thing. Grounded in the love but still chasing everything. Cloud nine floating, can't bring me down. Work too hard and come too far for a frown. Good vibes only, let the rest fall away. Cloud nine, every night, every day. Sat back and watched the whole thing come together. Took some storms to teach me how to read the weather. Ain't complaining about the thing that I've been through, cause every single scar just gave me something new. Son watching how his daddy moves and carries himself. That's enough to make me put my best above the shelf. Life is short but the legacy outlasts the name. So I play it with some love and not just play it for the game. Cloud nine floating, can't bring me down. Work too hard and come too far for a frown. Good vibes only, let the rest
Only address I know now. Took a while to find it, but I'm staying. Real ones know what I mean. Started with a dream in the duffel on my back. No map, no mentor, no safety net intact. Every door they closed just made me build my own. Every night alone just made me comfortable alone. Grinding in the quiet when the city was asleep. Promises I made to myself I had to keep. Now the same ones that ignore me wanna pick up the phone. Funny how success make everything feel known. Wide open sky with no ceiling in sight. Move through the darkness just to step into the light. Arms out, head up, nothing left to prove. Wide open, this is everything I chose to be true. Late nights turn to early mornings, coffee going cold. Writing down the chapters of a story still being told. Kept my circle tighter when the spotlight got wide, cause not everybody smiling, really standing on your side. Bought my first place, stood inside and felt it hit. Remembered every doubt and every time I almost quit. Broke don't mean broken and alone don't mean lost. Every lesson came with a receipt, I paid the cost. Wide open sky with no ceiling in sight. Darkness just to step into the light. Arms out, head up, nothing left to prove. Wide open, this is everything I chose to be true. Now, I pass the wisdom to whoever needs to hear it. Stay the course, stay true, and never lose your spirit. Life will test your patience like it got a personal score, but the ones who make it through are always worth so much more. I don't chase the numbers, let the numbers chase me. Focused on the feeling of just living fully free. Look around and everything I see took time to build. Still got mountains left to climb, and yeah, I'm thrilled. Wide open, always was. Just had to clear the fog to see it. You'll see it too. Trust the process. Wide open. Palm trees outside the window, another perfect day. Used to pray for mornings like this, now they just stay. Flip-flops on the concrete, no meetings till noon. Living at the frequency I used to call a tune. Everybody moving fast, I'm moving like water. Every lesson that I learned, I pass it to my daughter. Ain't the richest in the room, but I'm the most at peace. That's a currency they don't print and it don't decrease. Smell the roses, why they blooming, don't wait. Life don't pause for nobody running late. Slow it down, Take it in, let the land smell the roses. That's the whole plan. That's the whole plan. Yeah. Had the conversation with my old self last night. Told him all the storms he's in are gonna turn to light. Told him stop apologizing for the way he's made. Told him all the things he built ain't never gon' fade. People gonna love you, people gonna leave too. Stay consistent with yourself and watch what you receive too. Wasted years comparing what I had to the next man. Now I run my race and let them run this, that's the best plan. Smell the roses while they blooming, don't wait. Life don't pause for nobody running late. Slow it down, take it in, let the land smell the roses. That's the whole plan. That's the whole plan. Yeah, watch the sunset with the ones who really know me. No performance, no pretending, just the real and the only. Good food, good laughs, good music on low. These the moments that you beg for when it's time to go. So I hold them like they precious, cause they are, and they fade. Every candle that burns bright will someday need the shade. I've been chasing all my life, now I'm just enjoying the catch. Everything I ever wanted, yeah, I got that. Smell the roses, every single one. Why you still got time? Why the people still around? That's the real flex. Presence.